So you finally decided to leave your law firm and find a place that's a better fit for you. But now the first question that everybody asks you is, how big is your book of business? And you don't know. Stick with me for a few minutes and I'll show you how to figure out what counts as your book of business at your current firm and how you might be able to figure out what's portable to the firm that you're talking about joining. We'll go over everything you should include. And at the end, I'll give you a book of business calculator that we worked on where you can put your own personal numbers in and then you can see the different calculations that come out. What counts when we talk about your book of business? Clients that you currently bring into your firm and you get origination credit for. How about the clients that you were really responsible for bringing in, but somebody else stole origination credit for? Clients that you really brought in, but your firm has a very antiquated way of awarding origination credit, or the times when the firm forces you to split origination credit, even though you were the one who the client wanted to work with. Guess what? Those clients that your current firm doesn't give you all or partial credit for, if they're your clients and they like you and they came to the firm for you and they're happy with the work that you're doing for them, they're going to come with you to the next firm. So they count as part of your book of business, especially when we're talking later about what's going to go to the next firm with you. But they should count now. If you're thinking about what kind of business are you bringing into your current firm, it's all the clients you're bringing in. You're their first phone call. You're the one they trust. You're the one they ask for things. Even if it's outside of your practice area, you always hear about it because they really like you and they want a relationship with you. Those clients will probably move with you and we can start putting them into the calculation too. Maybe your firm is up to $2,000 an hour for your services and you have clients that would love to use you for their day-to-day stuff, but they can only afford to do the bet the company work at that rate. Those are things that you would put into your calculation because I'm guessing that the firm that you're looking for is going to be a full service firm so that you don't have to refer all of that business out. Then we're going to try to estimate the value. If you know you referred out 2 mergers last year, and you know that at your firm, if you referred it inside, it would have been $50,000 to $100,000 of work, or it would have been, this matters $25,000 or that matters $250,000. You can give a range, and then you count up the amount of times you think you might have made a referral. And it's a good idea going forward to keep track of this. But looking backward, if you can think, there were like 2 or 3 times, and you would have to estimate that. You would be looking for a firm that has offices or practice areas in all of the areas that your client needs, so we can include all of that. When it comes to looking at work that you're currently getting origination credit for, there are different ways to assess the portability percentage of that. They're going to ask, how likely is it that it's portable? If it's something that you brought in and the client only ever worked with you, they don't know anyone else at the firm, they don't give work to anyone else at the firm, of course they're going with you. So you would anticipate that's close to 100% portable. And maybe some of the clients that really, really like you, but they do work with other people at the firm too, you might say, well, I think for all of the employment work, they really would come with me because they really like working with me. And maybe I could pull some of that real estate and corporate work too, because my new firm has this or that. But sometimes if you're doing work in just one specific area and the client has a lot of ties to your firm, you might come off of that 100% portability rate. You might think, well, they have some close relationships with others. And then we want to think about those clients that really and truly look like they want to work with you, and they're the ones who call you even though they're someone else's origination. We would think that those clients will be very happy to follow you. We're just looking for you to make an estimation and think about it, because if you do get involved in conversations with those other firms that you're thinking about, that might be a better platform, that might allow you to have credit for your clients and have more areas of law, more locations, more things that your clients are looking for, then you're going to want to be involved in conversations with them. And they're going to ask you to fill out an LPQ, a lateral partner questionnaire. And the LPQ could have questions in different order. They might use different language, but every firm is asking, what do you think will come in the first year and the second year? And just about every LPQ I've ever seen will ask for those numbers, or will ask for a percentage of how confident you feel that something is portable, how much you're going to bring in. You can always give ranges, you can always give estimates, and firms are very understanding about that. Beneath this, you can download our book of business calculator, which should help you with all of this. And it lets you put in different numbers and see how it turns out. But certainly if you have any questions, please feel free to call, and I would be happy to try and work through your own personal numbers with you. Hopefully that helps you figure out what is your book of business and how much of it is portable.